Arjun and Rafiq were two best friends who had grown up in the same small town. Though they came from different family backgrounds and had different academic interests, they shared one common struggle: English. As non-native speakers, they both found the language intimidating. Every attempt at speaking English in public was met with awkward glances, giggles, or corrections that made them feel small. Still, both of them longed to be fluent. They knew that mastering English would open doors for them, personally and professionally. Rafiq chose to pursue a degree in English literature. He spent years studying grammar rules, memorizing poems, analyzing novels, and attending lectures. His notebooks were full of advanced vocabulary and literary references. On paper, Rafiq was an English expert, but when it came to speaking the language aloud, especially in front of others, he hesitated. The fear of making mistakes or being laughed at held him back. He kept telling himself he would start speaking once he was perfect, but that day never really came. Arjun, on the other hand, studied fine arts. His interest in English wasn't academic. He didn't read Shakespeare or study phonetics, but he made it a point to speak English every chance he got. At the grocery store, on the street, with friends, even with strangers. His grammar was clumsy, and he often used the wrong words, but he laughed off his mistakes and kept going. He wasn't embarrassed to sound awkward. In fact, he treated every failed attempt like a stepping stone. Over time, his speech became smoother, his vocabulary richer, and his confidence grew. Years passed, and one day both friends applied for the same customer support job at an international company. During the interview, which was conducted in English, Arjun answered questions with ease. He wasn't perfect, but he was fluent, expressive, and unafraid. Rafiq, despite his degree in English, struggled. His words were hesitant and his confidence fragile. He stumbled and couldn't keep up the conversation. In the end, Arjun got the job. That evening, Rafiq was disheartened. He couldn't understand how someone without formal English education had succeeded where he had failed. He felt betrayed by his years of study. But Arjun simply explained that while Rafiq had waited to be perfect, he had started while he was still full of flaws. Rafiq had studied the language, but Arjun had lived it. The experience taught Rafiq a powerful lesson, that speaking is a skill, not just knowledge. It's something you build by doing, not by reading. Confidence doesn't come from knowing everything, but from daring to try. Arjun hadn't let fear stop him. He had embraced his mistakes and kept moving forward. And that made all the difference. The story of Arjun and Rafiq reminds us that no one learns to swim by reading about water. You have to jump in, splash around, and maybe even sink a little before you start floating. Fluency in any language isn't about perfection. It's about participation.